Lepo pozdravljeni vsi skupaj. Hello everybody. The online info day will be in English because we have also foreigners. So, and probably the most of the studies will be in English. So it's good that you already start to, practice. And I will share my screen so that it will be easier for me to follow what I will say. First, welcome to this info day. As you know, this is a joint PhD study program. That means that we do it together with University of Rijeka. It's in Rijeka. This is in Croatia. That means that part of your studies you will have to take there. First, welcome also from our dean, but unfortunately he has some urgent business to do, not pleasant, but anyway. So he wants me to say hello to all of you, and now we can proceed with that day. I'm I'm in charge of these PhD studies at our faculty. So you will meeting me through the studies through next 4 years also. That means that I will follow you and make meetings with you twice a year. So if you will have any problems or whatever during the studies, you will just contact me and we will try to solve this problem. And if we go further, what we want to today, okay, this is not okay. I was too quick, probably. Here, probably we have to start further. Okay, as I mentioned, what we want to achieve with that PhD program, we will give you a theoretical background of public administration or administrative science. It's even better to use that expression. That means that it is focused on scientific research, not so much in professional research, but it's really focused on research, scientific research. And that means that you will have to, if you're working a lot in practice, that means that you will have to change your mind of view or change your thinking. It's difficult in the beginning because most of you who are working already a few years in practice, it's hard to change the meaning of what you have read and what you know, because you have to put it on the higher level, on the theoretical background, or on the some new findings or additional research, or solve the problem that is not only particular or a small one, but it can be used also for solving similar problems in different, different places and different institutions. Of course, in public administration. Our PhD studies is 3 years long. You will receive 180 ACTs, and at the end you will receive the title PhD. In Slovenian language, it means Doktor znanosti. We have 20 places to fulfill. Of course, that means that if there will be any student from Rijeka, they will join you in the lectures, or you will be alone. Till now, nobody enrolled in Rijeka. The reason is that in Croatia they have different conditions to enroll to these studies. And the second thing is that in Slovenia there is possibility for co-financing of these PhD studies. Location is in Ljubljana in most cases, but for some courses you will have to go to Rijeka. It is 1 hour and 15 minutes or 20 minutes from Ljubljana, so it's not so far. That was also the reason why we try to find a partner near us. And also location in Rijeka is fine, especially in summer. And of course, in the second year, you will have possibility for 2 modules. One is in public governance and one is more focused on economics. As I already mentioned, our partner institution is University of Rijeka, especially Faculty of Economics and Business. That means they are more, more specialized in economics. That means that they will really want to give their input from that part. And those who are more keen to do research in that direction probably will choose this second module. For those who will enroll in Rijeka, for them is obligatory to take economics module. And what is the main goal? Not only this administrative science as such, but it's very important that this is interdisciplinary approach. That means that you can choose elective courses from different fields inside administrative science. That means human resource management, organization, administrative law, regulation, even informatics, IT support or skills. And of course, a very important thing is that you will have to use this different methodological approach in your research. Okay, so what is very important when you will join our studies, you will have to gain some ECTs in our partner institutions. For the first year, it is not a problem, because in the first year, these 10 ECTs you can gain during the course, because one of the obligatory courses is from Rijeka. That means that you will automatically gain these 10 ECTs. The second year is maybe more questionable. If you took a public governance module, that means that you will not have enough ECTs gained in Rijeka through the courses. And that means that you will have to gain these ECTs also through individual research work. We prepare special table. It's not presented today, but those who will enroll in the studies, you will have you can access our e-classroom, where all these informations are gathered together. And that means that in individual research work, ECTs you can gain in Rijeka if you attend their PhD seminars, or if you have presentation of your PhD proposal, or if you present a paper at the conference organized by the Rijeka, or in co-authorship with one of the professors from Rijeka. So there is many ways how to fulfill these ECTs inside individual research work. So don't worry, it will be possible. Of course, you can always choose elective courses, because in the second year you have 2 elective courses, and you can choose both these elective courses in Rijeka. That means that you will gain 10 ECTs at least in the second year if you took these 2 electives in Rijeka. And next, there is also possibility to replace those elective courses abroad. That means in these international mobilities, through Erasmus, Basileus, whatever you choose. Even if you go to special summer schools at the PhD level, you can gain these ECTs for elective courses. And we decided together with University of Rijeka also that they will, they will approve these ECTs as they were gained in Rijeka. So it's also very good information for all of you who want to, build your knowledge even abroad, not only in our 2 countries. Then for whom the PhD studies are open, maybe those who are foreigners don't know our, scheme or educational system. So the basic thing that you have to know is, if you finish second cycle study programs, then usually this is enough to enroll to these PhD studies. Or if you finish some study programs leading to professions regulated by EU directives, then, and again, there's 300 ECTs, then it's also possible for you to join these PhD studies. For those who are finished our educational system, it means that if you finish the old master programs we have before 2004, then you will of course you can join as well, and at the same time there will be 60 ECTs already approved to you during the studies. And for those who didn't finish second cycle degree, but maybe you go to some specialization programs, this is the shorter programs after graduation or bachelor degree. They're more common in Croatia than in Slovenia, but nevertheless, they were here also in the past. That means that in this situation, you have first to make some, how to say, differentials. That means special courses, or you have to pass some entrance exams to gain these missing ECTs for going to this study. Okay, and if I go further, maybe I can introduce Matea from our Student Affairs Office. She will more in detail describe to you which papers, documents you need, and at the end, of course, you will have enough time to ask as much as questions you want. So Matea, please.
Yeah, hello to everybody. The enrollment application is in this year novelty completed via EVASH portal. That means the candidates submit application form via EVASH portal and must include completed enrollment application form, the certificate of graduation at the graduate and postgraduate study program, transcript of records from the graduate and postgraduate study programs, copy of an ID, certificate of notification or recognition of foreign education, short chronological description of the entire education, evidence of the contents and duration of education, translation of the certificate, which has to be in Slovene or English language, CV, conceptual draft of doctoral dissertation, signed mentor's statement. The form is already published on the faculty's website. Information on the choice of the methodology course. You choose between two courses, social science, statistics and optimization models in the public sector. The form is published on the faculty website also and have to be signed by mentor. And then the end, motivation letter. This is all document which you have to put via EVASH portal. Then fees and co-funding of the doctoral study program. For our doctoral program, tuition for all three years is 11,000 euros. The candidates have the possibility of payment in 6 installments. There is a possibility of co-funding doctoral studies for students who meeting the following criteria. They will be enrolled in the first year of doctoral studies and have average grade of completed education of at least 8 out of 10, taking into account the grades of all accredited study obligations at the study programs completed so far, and they have not yet obtained the level of education matching the level of education obtained under third cycle doctoral study programs. In this case, students are informed of the co-funding amount after enrollment in a doctoral study program by their faculties, most likely in November. The co-funding amount for an individual student depends on the number of enrolled students meeting the requirements for co-funding. All criteria for co-funding is also published on our website. This is everything about fees and co-funding. And now we begin about procedures and deadlines. The application for the next study year is already open. Candidates are required to submit their application via EVASH portal no later than 10th of September. Accepted candidates will be notified of further procedures by 15th of September via email or EVASH portal. And enrollment will take place at the Faculty of Public Administration and will be completed by the 30th of September. For foreign students, every candidate with foreign qualification who wishes to study in the Republic of Slovenia has to undergo to the procedure of recognition of foreign education. You can find more information on our website, and if you need further information, you can contact us by email or phone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mateja. We can go further, and I will invite our PhD student, current student, Danila. So maybe she can, how to say, share with us her experience with our studies.
So hello, everybody, dear future colleges. My name is Danila Rievec, and I'm a third-year doctoral candidate at the faculty. Before I enrolled the doctoral studies, I was also a bachelor and master studies here, a student here at the faculty, and I'm confident to say that I know the faculty very well. And from what I know, I can say that the faculty offers the access to all the facilities you will need during your future doctoral studies. It provides you the access to the general scientific knowledge, both on the content and methodology. It provides you the access to the leading scientists in the field of public administration and also wider in Slovenia, in Rijeka, and then also abroad. It provides you the access to the leading libraries, databases, conferences, research forums. It gives you all the administrative support. It gives you the access to the mobility schemes and so on. So as such, the faculty will offer you a stable structure for you to unlock the research potential and start your research career. So if you will be successful using this faculty structure, you will be able to push forward your research and then position yourself alongside doctoral candidates from outstanding European universities. In my case, I can confirm that this structure is very stable and that the professors are keen to help. And this is very important at the beginning of the research career, where you don't really know how to look for research, how to conduct one, where to publish it, where to start. So the support of the senior professors is warmly welcome. And this was offered to me from the most of the professors during the courses and the consultations, well, especially from my supervisor. And also with this support, I managed to regularly promote to the third year, where I am now, to finish with all the obligations except the thesis now, to publish 5 scientific contributions, to actively participate in free conferences, and then 2 summer schools, and then also to have a relatively normal private life. And I know this sounds super easy and then way easier than it actually is. Personally, I think the doctoral study could be compared to an archetypal hero's journey. And then just to conclude, I would like to share perhaps 5 tips with you based on my own experience and then also with the experience of my peers. Try to get to know your supervisor, discuss the mutual expectations as soon as possible. Plan your research plan as soon as possible together with your supervisors. I advise you to do that or to start perhaps today. Network, don't lose the red thread, both in research and in private life. So maintain the balance between work and private life. And then if you encounter any bigger issues, seek help, because everything is possible. So this is everything from my side. I wish you some productive years ahead of you.
Really, thank you, Danila. I know that she's really good student, and I think that she was, how to say, honest with you. It's a hard work. Usually, a lot of people think that it's just writing a thesis and that's all, but at the end, you will find out that it's a hard work. It's not easy to gain this PhD at the end, even if it seems that it's easy. And you think something like, okay, I will pass these 7 courses in 3 years. That's easy. That is, how to say, 2 courses per year, or even less or more. It depends which studies have you finished before, and then just write some novel and that's all. But at the end, you will find out that this research work is not easy to go through. And it's really nice that Danila mentioned that we support students when they want to promote their research. So that means that you will go to the different conferences. We even co-finance attendance in the conferences because this is part of your obligation. Maybe I talk too much about courses, but of course, in the first and the second year, usually students do it in the second and the third year, you have to attend a conference and you have to publish one scientific paper in the journals indexed in the Web of Science or in Scopus. So it's very important that you start your research as soon as possible. And I think that one of very good, proposals from Danila was that you start immediately and that you at the beginning try to find the common goal from your supervisor and you, so that you will not go separately in this research at the end. Thank you, Danila. And now it's your turn. So if you have any question, if you want to ask us anything, if you are shy to ask us or to, unmute yourself, you can write it in a chat and we will try to answer you. And all information you have also on our webpage or forums you have to fulfill and upload to this system. So one of the documents that you have to find in our webpage is mentor agreement, so supervisor that you already find as possible supervisor for your research, that you think about the content of your research. This, research proposal, it should not be longer than 1 page, so it's not difficult to prepare it. It can be even shorter. And of course, you have to choose which methodological course you want to attend. And it should be signed by a possible supervisor you will have. And all these forms are available at our webpage. So you will not find it in this e-version system. You have to fulfill it and then upload it to this system. Okay, any questions? Okay, I see that. Is it possible to work? Yeah, maybe. Okay. How to say no? The lectures are not mandatory. That means that if you don't want to attend the lectures, you don't have to. But then probably it's much more difficult to fulfill your obligation, because you will receive during the course, you will receive the exact instruction how to prepare your paperwork, how you can pass an exam and so on, and all literature and so on you will receive there. If you are not able to attend the course because you are foreigners and you not plan to move here for the one period of time, you can do it online. That means in such cases, we put one computer, special computer in the classroom, and then you attend the classroom through Skype or whatever, and you can ask questions. Yes, you can contact mentors individually. The list of possible mentors is on our webpage, or contact me with your topic, and then I will spread this to possible supervisors to take you under supervision. And of course, you can work, because I think that till now, all our students at PhD studies are in regular work at the same time. Any other questions? Just ask me. Any other questions? Maybe those who finish in Slovenia, the old master degree program. Maybe you are considering what means these 60 ECTs that they are acknowledged during the studies, because in the past we explained this, but for example, I think that it was last year that one of the students thought that in that case he can pass all exams without without any course. And of course, it's not in such a way. Those 60 credits are determined. Please go through the web page at our faculty page. That means that you will have acknowledged 30 ECTs in the first year, but for individual research work, because we think that if you finish this old master program, it means that you gain some skills or competencies for research work. That means that you don't have to adapt to this situation. And that means that part of your individual research work is acknowledged by ECTs. That means that you will have to pass all 3 courses in the first year. But for the second year, these 30 ECTs means that there are knowledge for courses. So you will not have to pass any course in the second and the third year. That means courses like lectures and exams. But of course, you have to finish your doctoral seminar. That means that you have to attend the conference or publish an article. And of course, you have to certificate of nostrification. Maybe Matea can explain it more exactly, but that means that you have to nostrificate your education abroad. That means that you have to send it, I don't know where, I think that you just send it to our university, and then we receive this certificate from ministry, but Matea, fulfill me.
Yeah, that means that you provide this proof if you have it, but it's not obligatory. If you have it, you send us. If you don't have it, you don't.
Okay, this notification you can receive from our Ministry of Education, isn't it so?
Yes, it's not obligatory.
Yeah, but notification it's done by the ministry, I think. This certificate is issued by Ministry of Education in Slovenia, or not? Who issued this certificate? Who is that certificate?
Ne vem.
Okay, usually do it by ministry. That means that Ministry of Education notified foreign education. No, it's not obligatory. Usually we go through the documents you will send. It means copies of your previous education, and then we send it to ministry to approve us that this is the right level of education before PhD study. Any other question?
Hello.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So thank you for the presentation. I think it was very interesting. Thank you, Danila, for sharing your experience with the studies. I have a question regarding the courses in the first year. So are these courses in the first semester, or are they?
Good question, Leonard. Thank you. One question, 2 courses are in the third semester. That means that usually this public administration course is at the beginning of it starts in October usually, and you finish it till the end of December, because you have to prepare some paperwork and present it to the lecturers or teachers. And the second, it's methodological course. In the past, students recommend that this course should be as soon as possible, because it's easier then to prepare your PhD proposal. And but this year it was interesting that this year students told us that it would be better that it be after New Year, because then you elaborate more exact what you want to do, and maybe it's then the time to go through the methodological courses and prepare your disposition or PhD proposal easier, because you will have to decide on methodology you will use in your research. Maybe I can mention that even if you have to choose one of both methodological courses, but you can attend both of them, because we are together with the teachers. We agree that also the students who are not enrolled in the course can go to that course as well, so that you can gain a knowledge from both courses. Usually we start this methodological course in December, And the third one, it's usually in April. This is from our colleagues from Rijeka. It's in economics. And yes, there are exams. I see that there is a question from in chat. Yes, for those two obligatory courses, there is paperwork and exam. I think that because you have 3 teachers in the first course and they evaluate your paperwork together, and at the same time you have a written exam, so you have to write it down and you will be graded for that. And the same goes for that the second obligatory course from Rijeka, where you have to prepare 2 paperworks, and you also have written exam because there are 4 teachers, and for each of them you have to prepare, for 2 of them you have 1 written exam, and for 2 of them you have paperwork. For methodological course, usually the paperwork is enough, so you will not have to have an exam. In the second year, most of the courses, they don't have exam, like written exam, but you have to prepare a paperwork or seminar work or whatever. So you have to deliver a paper work. Yes, 2 exams. It depends on elective course. If I'm honest, not all elective courses were already taken by students. That means that I don't know for each elective course how do you have to pass an exam. But for example, I know for some elective courses and for obligatory courses in the second year that usually you have to prepare paperwork. I know that one teacher from Rijeka in one elective course wanted that you publish an article together as an exam. So it depends on teachers. But I don't know for all elective courses because they were not provided yet. Any other questions, of course. You can ask also in Slovenian language, don't worry. Okay, yeah, I know there's methodological course you have to pass with paperwork. And maybe I didn't mention individual research work and the doctoral seminars. These are also obligations for you. Individual research work is graded by your mentors, supervisors. That means that you are going up to date with your research so that you are preparing all the time and start in the first year. You have to prepare your PhD proposal, disposition, and present it to a special commission and you till the end of the study year. So till the end of the first study year, you have to prepare the final version of your PhD proposal, which will go in the second year to University of Ljubljana, to the special commission that approved the theme. So if the PhD theme or topic is not approved, then you will have a problem. And this is not only the exams, but also preparation of PhD proposal is the majority of work in the first year. So you have to prepare really the whole concept of your PhD, not the thesis, but just proposal on I think that's 6 pages. But it's not easy to do it if you don't know what you will have to do. So the concept of the whole PhD should be prepared in the first year. And doctoral seminars means that you have to attend a conference. We also prepared special table, how many ECTs you can gain on which conference. What are the obligations in that conferences if you want to gain ECTs. Usually students, it's difficult for them to go in the conferences in the first year because you didn't even prepare your PhD proposal yet. You didn't start a research yet. And after the first year, we didn't expect that you will finish all ECTs. So that usually you take these 5 ECTs from doctoral seminars to the second year. And in the second year, students usually attend the first conference. where they present their research proposal or methodological background or theoretical background of their research or literature review of their research. They can attend PhD seminars, which are usually in these international conferences, and they also go to the regular working group conferences. Usually you will be supported by your mentor or supervisors. That means that they will help you to prepare such a paper, but of course you will have to prepare it and present it at the conference. And I already mentioned that for each student, we have resources to pay a maximum fee for each conference. For 2 conferences, you can gain co-finance attendance of the conference. Of course, the conference should be in the field of administrative science. Any other question? Do ask questions now, you have opportunity. Maybe Leonard, for the second year, I can, yes, of course. The thesis is written in Slovene language if you are from Slovenia, of course. If you're a foreigner, then it should be written in English. So only 2 possible languages for PhD thesis are available. This is Slovene language or English language. And, and of course, Rebecca, it's possible that you prepare it all things in Slovene language. Even in the exam of Slovenian teacher, you can prepare paperwork in Slovene language. If you are doing your paperwork for teachers in Rijeka, then you have to prepare it in English. But all lectures and slides will be in English during the courses. Any other question? My mail, of course. My mail is, I will put it on the chat. First go through the web page where we have a table of possible mentors, so that you can maybe explore a little bit the mentors to find the appropriate one to your topic or to topic you are interested in. Okay. Any other question? Maybe Mate really good explain to you what are the ways of possible co-financing of the PhD studies, but maybe something wasn't mentioned. When you apply for co-financing by the government, you have to sign that the other part of the tuition fee. That means usually not the whole tuition fee is co-financed by the government. It's just part of it. Of course, it goes each year separately, and you have to pay tuition fee for each year separately. And co-financing is also going together with that. And for the other part, that means that the part that is not co-financed by the government, you should sign a statement that it's not financed by other public resources. That means if you are coming from public institutions, then this co-financing should not be from their budgets. So, for example, if you're coming from, let's say, Ministry of I don't know what, and if you are not able then to ask them to co-finance you the other part of tuition fee. So you have to fill it or you have to pay it of your own. Any other question? And you don't have to apply for this co-financing because we did it automatically for those who fulfill all these how to say, all these necessary how you say it? Okay, I lost the word. So if you feel all these possible things, then yes, the deadline is the 10th of September. Yes, it's the 10th of September. You have to apply in this electronic portal, in this EVASH system. And after that, you will be informed if you are accepted. And then the enrollment will go at the faculty. So you will have to come to the faculty and sign all the papers and so on. Okay. Any other question? From another faculty, what that mean, Rebecca? That means that that you finished other master degree programs.
No, sorry, regarding the financing, the co-financing from the ministry. So if I'm employed to the faculty and the faculty...
The same problem.
Okay, the same problem, okay.
Yeah, maybe Danila can explain how she solved this problem.
Thank you.
Sorry, which problem?
Da ne moreš biti sofinanciran za šolnino iz dveh javnih virov. Vi ste tudi imela verjetno delno sofinancirano iz strani države, kaj pa druga polovica?
Iz lastnih virov.
Lastnih virov, ne?
Ja.
Ja, tukaj, če lahko jaz povem, da prej je bilo razlaga univerze, da to ni mogoče, zdaj pa če ni dvojno financiranje, je mogoče. Da je pač sofinancirano, da je sofinancirano pač v določenem deležu iz strani univerze, razlika do nesofinancirane šolnine pa je lahko tudi iz drugega javnega vira, ne sme biti pa, da bilo duplo.
Da bi se prekrivali.
Tako, tako, to je pa nova informacija.
Ok, Rebecca,
Super, hvala.
I changed my information. Okay, thanks. Any other question? Everything clear? To all of you? Good. And we will finish if you don't have any questions. But of course, you can always ask questions through email to Mateja or to me, and we will try to solve your problem. Okay. And I hope that we will see each other in the October. Yes, not?
Yes, thank you very much for the presentation.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
to all of you.
Thank you, bye.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, hvala, hvala.
Ja, hvala
Kako
tudi
se
vam vsem.
imejte?
Enako,
Srečno,
adijo.
adijo.
Ja.